Chick-Fil-A is like one of my favorite places to eat, you know, as far as like, I guess, quote unquote, fast food. But I got a real problem with them. And they are about to be on one of my not so favorite lists because of what they did to one of their own employees, right? So this like made news headlines. I can't remember the girl's name. But maybe I can post in the bottom about this story. But like basically, so there was a girl who worked for them, right? And she was always going on social media like bragging about their food. You know what I'm saying? And I guess she ended up getting so much attention for it and getting so many like streams and views from it. I think Chick-fil-A was jealous. Like, okay, she's getting more views than us, you know, and she works for us. So we need to pipe her down, right? And what y'all got to understand is Chick-fil-A claims to be a Christian company, okay? But they are affiliated with the Mormons. The Mormons are not Christians, okay? They claim to be, but they are not that. And just think about that. Like what Christians, who claims to be a Christian that is so, that would hate on somebody else's success? That's not God. Like, that doesn't come from God. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we live in a world where the price of everything is going up. Like these businesses that are not paying anybody enough to, like how can you support a child or a couple of children, you know, a reliable transportation, you know, a place of residence, right? Own a house, and then health insurance, food, just all the things that come, you know, with life. Like, I feel like that is really satanic what Chick-fil-A did, right? They tried to shut her up. And the thing that blows my mind is Chick-fil-A spends a lot of money on advertising. Not only that, they also take the black language, right? The same, this what blows my mind. People that don't like black people, right, will take the language of us, like the slang, and use that to market to black people. That's crazy. That is very crazy. Like, because think about it, who spends the most money? It's us, right? People that own businesses are not really trying to come out and spend a lot of money with, they're trying to get something for free or trying to get something at wholesale versus retail. You see what I'm saying? We pay retail prices. We don't get stuff at wholesale most of the time. You know what I'm saying? You look at Cadillac, for example. Cadillac almost was about to go bankrupt, but then they took a chance and started selling vehicles to the black people. And that is what saved Cadillac. You go to places like Houston, Texas, and Cadillac is one of the best brands in Houston. That is like Cadillac, Buick. They are known for those type of vehicles. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is they run ads, right? Chick-fil-A spends all this money running ads. Y'all see the billboards, right? The billboards that use the slang. They use slang, right, to try to market, right? Because their way of marketing is boring, right? The proper way of marketing and all that is boring. So they have to figure out something new. They get their ideas from us, but don't give us credit for it. They fired this young lady. I believe she was a person of color. If they didn't, I think they fired her. But she made news headlines and she went viral around that same time. They were telling her, look, stop posting these videos. And that's what I'm saying. Why don't y'all create an affiliate program, Chick-fil-A, just like all these other companies are doing? That's another thing I don't like about like Walmart, for example. Walmart has an affiliate program, right? But they won't allow their their workers to be part of the affiliate program. Okay, well, if you're not going to do that, then pay your workers more. Same thing with Chick-fil-A. You got to understand, it's hard to survive out here, especially for black people, right? And it's like, if you're not somebody that's in technology or something like that, then it's very hard to make it out here. Like, it's only it's a couple, you have to be in the right field, right? To be able to make it out here, to really be able to live the way that comfortably, or really even make it, right? I make about between 50 and 60, 70,000 a year, right? And that is not enough money in today's world as a man, to be able to support my wife, support our kids, you know what I'm saying, and be a provider as the man is supposed to be. You see what I'm saying? But people like that will look and say, well, you need to, go to school or get a business. But how can we do those things if y'all are steady holding us back? Slavery ain't went nowhere. It's like people still want us to be in this slavery kind of mentality. Even though they can't call it slavery, if you think about it, you're still a slave to somebody. You work for them. You are a slave to them. See, back in the day, they might not have really paid the workers money like they pay now, but most slaves had a place to stay, right? They were fed. You know what I'm saying? It was like bottom of the barrel stuff. It was like they was probably like sleeping out in the freezing cold and boiling hot. But so I'm not saying that was a good thing, but what I'm saying is that's no different than today, right? They want you to come to work and pay you pennies on the like very little money, and then expect you to be able to. They don't care about you providing for your family. You know what I'm saying? Being a provider for, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, why does Chick-fil-A and a lot of these other companies not have affiliate programs where if you are putting out content, why are they not paying you some of the ad money? Y'all are paying to run ads, right? On billboards and on commercials, Chick-fil-A, right? Why are y'all not paying y'all's employees? If your employee is making that big of an impact on social media, getting that many views, why are y'all not saying, wow, she's actually bringing in a high amount of traffic to Chick-fil-A? You know what I'm saying? Why don't we give her videos that are making a certain amount of money and bringing traffic? Why don't we pay her a cut of what we would pay for our ads? Why don't y'all pay her because she's really running ads and she's doing a good job at it? See what I'm saying? Like, why are y'all not doing that? Times are changing. And I don't know, when it comes to Chick-fil-A, when I seen them do that, Chick-fil-A has always been one of my favorite places. But when I seen them do that, y'all have now become like a regular to me. Because I don't care how good your food is, if you don't treat your employees, and that go for any company, if you don't treat your employees like human beings and royalty, because think about it, without workers, your company would not exist. But now these big companies have so many workers, they can just treat workers like crap one by one and let them go one by one, and it doesn't hurt them. See what I'm saying? But that's how can Chick-fil-A call themselves Christians, right? If they have that kind of mentality. You see what I'm saying? How? That's not Christ-like. That is extreme jealousy and greed. You don't pay the workers what they're worth. And I don't care what y'all say they pay workers, but I'm talking about as far as, think about it. If a man worked at Chick-fil-A and he's trying to be the quote unquote provider, y'all don't, most of these jobs, I don't care, even Chick-fil-A don't pay enough for us to be providers. Now, yeah, once you're able to move up the ladder, then yeah, but it's only so many management positions. It's only so many of those positions. There's more positions on the bottom. You see what I'm saying? So most of the jobs that Chick-fil-A offers are not those quote unquote high value or provider jobs. But you want to have a problem with your employees, your regular employees, finding alternative ways of bringing in more income. She's making money off of streaming about Chick-fil-A food. Like, oh, we just got a new sandwich. You know, I'm trying the new spicy such and such sandwich or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting views. Like, come on, man. She's y'all should be paying her to advertise y'all product on top of what y'all already paying her. These companies don't think, man. And then watch. It's going to be a company out there that decides, you know what? I'm for my employees. I'm for the people. I'm going to go ahead and do what Chick-fil-A wouldn't do. And then watch. When these companies start doing that, start letting their employees be affiliates and pay them bonus checks off of their advertising, watch. Then all these other companies are going to start picking up and trying to do it. Right? It's like God put an idea right in your lap and you was too blind to even see it. You can't be Christians, Chick-fil-A. Y'all are not Christians. Y'all are Mormons. That is far away from Christianity.